Right on the top of the serene crest of Lubaga Hill, St. Mary's Cathedral is more than just the mother church of the Archdiocese of Kampala. It is a sacred resting place of faith and legacies of Uganda's Catholic leadership. Inside these red brick walls lies the remains of some of the most influential shepherds of the Catholic Church in Uganda. The first to be laid here was Bishop Eduardo Michand, a Canadian missionary of the White Fathers who served as the Vicar Apostolic of Uganda from 1933 until his death in 1945. His dedication to spreading the gospel in Uganda left an indelible mark, and his burial inside the cathedral marked the beginning of a tradition. Besides him rests Archbishop Joseph Chiwanuka, the first native African Catholic bishop appointed Archbishop of Lubaga in 1960. His leadership was pivotal in the early years of Uganda's independence, and his passing in 1966 was mourned across the nation. His burial within the cathedral signified the church's deep respect for his service and his role in shaping the Catholic identity in Uganda. In April 2021, Archbishop Cyprian Kizito became the third prelate to be interred here. His final resting place lies between Bishop Michand and Archbishop Chiwanuka, a symbolic gesture linking three generations of spiritual leadership. Archbishop Rwanga was remembered not only for his pastoral voice, but also for his courage in speaking truth to power. Lubaga Cathedral's sacred grounds extend beyond the high altar. In a quiet courtyard lies a priest's cemetery, where devoted servants of the church are buried. Among them is Monsignor Charles Chimbawa, ordained in 1960, a long-time secretary to Cardinal Emmanuel Nsubuga. Monsignor Chimbawa's life was one of quiet yet profound service, and his burial here in 2020 reaffirmed the cathedral's role as the final home for the clergy. However, not all prelates are buried at Lubaga. Cardinal Emmanuel Nsubuga, Uganda's first indigenous cardinal, chose to be laid to rest at the Bakatayamba home he founded for the elderly and the vulnerable. His choice reflects a deeply personal tradition within the church that bishops' will can determine the final resting place, even outside the cathedral walls. The practice of burying bishops within the cathedral stretches back centuries, rooted in the early church's tradition of laying its leaders to rest near the lyrics of saints and martyrs. Here, at Lubaga, those interned are not just remembered in plaques and marble, but in the living memory of the church that continues to draw strength from their example. Lubaga Cathedral stands not only as a place of worship, but also as a silent chronicle of the men who guided the faith in Uganda. Within its walls, their stories remain interwoven with the story of the nation's Catholic journey, steadfast, unshaken, and alive in the hearts of the faithful.